Some on the left have declared the IRS Tea Party targeting scandal is over, but nothing could be further from the truth. New complaints have been pouring into the American Center for Law and Justice, which is representing 24 clients who faced IRS badgering.
And joining us now with more is Jordan Seculo of the ACLJ. Jordan, I understand you are hearing new complaints of IRS intimidation. What's going on behind the scenes with this case?
When we filed the initial case last week on behalf of 25 clients, that was historic. And we knew that there would be more people who may want to add, but we didn't know just how many. And we're now looking at somewhere around 100 different contacts have come in, and a couple of them we've just signed on recently as clients who will be amending our lawsuit, have got some new information in letters they received, and we're going to be releasing it more and more as we go through. I mean, we're literally just going through stacks of paperwork, but here's an example. This is a pro-life group out of Texas. This pro-life group was told by the IRS that though we're not supposed to, of course, there's something called viewpoint discrimination that the government, when assessing if you're eligible for special tax status, is not looking into what view you have, but whether or not you're the right kind of organization with those views to get the status, and said basically, the usual questions, and then went on to say your views and positions are unsupported by facts. And that you are also substantially using inflammatory and disparaging terms and express conclusions more on the basis of strong emotional feelings than objective evaluation. I did not know that the IRS was full of scientists as well. That was to a pro-life group because of their pro-life views. Asking a Tea Party group, this was new, for their login data on their website. Can we please have a temporary username and password? So the more time that we've got after we filed that lawsuit, the more we're learning just how high up. I mean, some of these officials that are named in our lawsuit personally and officially have now been to report that they weren't just put on leave, but maybe have even been fired from the IRS.
Unbelievable. The evidence now shows that this targeting was directly linked to Washington. John Boehner says that he doesn't buy the president's claim that he did not know about this. Do you buy that claim as well?
Absolutely not. You had IRS officials going to the White House more than any other branch in government. Makes no sense at all. They were meeting with high-level officials. This is the fact that the Attorney General of the United States has been to the White House less than 2 IRS officials over these past few years. And I mean, we're talking about numbers compared into the 150-plus visits compared to the Attorney General in the 40 or so visits. It's impossible to believe. And I don't think any of us have to realistically believe this never came up. The president himself attacked these groups. So did his campaign advisors, saying that he believed they were improper and that they were nasty and they had to fight them back. And his staff was meeting with the IRS more than ever. Are we going to find a letter from the president with the Watergate tapes? No, that's not what people are saying. But to seem as if the IRS didn't feel like it was being directed from the top, and to have these statements like, well, it's over because of one person who's unnamed, whose position doesn't exist. I thought what happened this week was you had some Democrat allies of the president throw that out there and kind of test the waters to see if people would move on. And then the answer was no.
All right, real quickly, the president said the IRS targeting of conservative upsets him. What has he done to hold the IRS accountable since the story broke?
Lois Lerner, at least until last week, still had access to her emails and all of the records on her computer. She was put on administrative leave, but not yet fired. And, of course, she was the person directing the tax-exempt organizations, the same person who at the FEC inquired about different organizations' content of their prayer, which happened again here. This is a long pattern. We're talking decades of direction like this. Holly Paz may have been, she named in our lawsuit, may have been fired, but we don't know. The problem is that the president says he'll get tough on things and then goes silent. And that's very tough for the American people to understand. What does that mean? Of course, the spending scandal then comes out as well. This is just the beginning, and I think just this new information. Imagine the IRS asking for your username and password, and we've got it on the record.
Unbelievable. Jordan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.